Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. This is day 6 or 7 of Vlogmas, and we're coming to you today from the pub. Okay, so we should probably catch you guys up. We are building our dream house in Bali. This is so insanely exciting, and it might be a little bit confusing because obviously we moved to Dubai a year ago. But Dubai is one of those places that's a brilliant base for us for most of the year.
Yes.
But then a particular part of the year, like the summer there, is actually a little bit too hot for us.
Our dream life as a couple, it's never been to have one fixed location. If you followed us for years, you'll know that like we try as best possible to get to Europe in the summer, and then at some point we get to Asia. We're normally in Australia around this time of year because this is when the weather's good here, and we tend to avoid places that are rainy.
You know how most people, they'll get a house or an apartment, and then when they do a little bit better or their family grows, they like upsize and get a bigger house or a bigger apartment, and eventually most people end up with like, you know, a 3-bedroom or a 4-bedroom house or something like that with a garden. That's not really ever been our dream.
Well, you can kind of level up to like a property that's worth like a few $1 million. And that's great. If you do that, congratulations. But our plan has been to level up in a different way and not have one big property but have a few smaller places around the world.
Yes.
So rather than spending like $3 million on one big house, imagine spending $1 million on 3 little apartments in different places around the world. Because we love to travel so much, that actually makes a lot more sense for like our lifestyle. I know it's not a normal lifestyle, but it's the one we've chosen.
It's just the unique situation that we're in because we don't have kids, and because Muesli is no longer with us, and because we make money online, you know, with a laptop. We literally can work from anywhere in the world. And so for us, we were like, why not try and do like a few different bases? We spend a few months of the year in all of them and just bounce around like that. Because I do have to say, I love travel vlogging and I love traveling. But if you have to constantly move, like every 4 or 5 days, you're going to the next place, you're packing, it actually gets so exhausting. So I think the slow traveling, like, you know, spending 3 months in Bali and then 4 months in Dubai and then 4 months in Europe and that kind of thing, is something that we want to suss out. So base 1 in Bali is being built right now. It is being built from scratch.
From the ground up.
From the ground up. And it is the most dreamy place you have ever seen. So I think we're going to talk you through now basically where we're at, because this whole thing started probably about a year ago now.
Yeah, a little bit under a year ago. The build has actually gone surprisingly fast. I'm just looking at these photos from last July, and I didn't realise like that's only like 5-6 months ago. It's incredible what they've done so far. But yeah, we started this at the beginning of this year, and it's going to be completed hopefully in around about 12 weeks time. So we'll show you the final renders at the end, but for now let's start with, we've just broken ground at this point.
So the property is 1 of 10. It's like a little development of villas. There's a bunch of 2-bedders and 1-bedders. Ours is a 2-bed, 3-bath, private pool, little fire pit. The whole thing is going to be so cool. And it's in Uluwatu, which has fast become my favorite place in Bali. Like, we were thinking about Canggu, thinking about like a few of the different places, and I think Uluwatu, with just everything that's come there, like there's so many cool restaurants. I love the beaches there. The gyms there are amazing. So
the gyms and restaurants, I would say, are possibly the best on Bali.
Yeah. And there's a lot less traffic now as well.
Yeah. Now, this property is actually built on quite a slope, which is good because there's 10 villas in a row, but because of the incline of the ground, each villa is approximately like 15 feet above the next one as it goes up the hill, which actually means that every villa has a good view, which is great. And ours is the front villa, which I'm really happy with.
And they're a really incredible team of builders and architects and developers that we're working with. They're the best that we could find in Bali, and they've done a bunch of projects before that we've seen that are just absolutely the pinnacle of quality available in Bali. So it took us a really long time to decide what to do. Like, we've been wanting to do this for so long. We were even trying to figure out how to move to Bali when we still had Muesli, which is like basically impossible. Like, you can't bring dogs into Bali.
So you can see in this picture here the actual scale of the ceilings. They're pretty high in comparison to the guys that are working there.
It's a 2-bed, 3-bath, but it's like extremely spacious. High ceilings, big rooms. The master bedroom is the only thing that's upstairs, so there's this whole sort of private separate area. But like Kane said, it's all kind of glass and it all overlooks the ocean. So it's kind of modeled on, you know, when you go to Santorini, there's those hotels that have like the cave walls over the pool, and then you're like in a pool, but you're overlooking the ocean or the sea. it's modeled on something like that. So it's going to be really, really cool.
So this is our one on the left here. It's the curvy one. The one over on the right hand side, that's nothing to do with us. Our one is very obviously modelled a little bit on Apple Park.
Yeah, Kane's very happy about that.
What we're looking at here is actually the upstairs. So this is the master bedroom, and that has a master suite with a bath that actually has looks out over onto the ocean and stuff as well. So this upstairs area is really great, and then down to the bottom right where that scaffolding is, that's the pool area, which I'll show you next.
Okay, so you can see here, that's kind of like the incline of the villas behind each other. Ours is the front one there, and the master bedroom and bathroom is up the top level, and then downstairs you've got the second bedroom, which opens directly out onto the pool.
Yep.
And then the rest of kitchen and living room and everything is all just surrounding that pool area.
And
there's also
pit.
a fire pit.
Yeah.
It's kind of designed really well, where then the second villa behind, if you see, their view isn't obstructed because it's literally level without roof.
I think they said a 5 or 8 minute scooter ride to the beach.
Yeah.
So we're not right across the road from the beach, but close enough.
So this is really cool because the craftsmen over in Bali are literally making what's going to look like the inside of a natural cave. So they've come up with all these different stone materials. I'm not exactly sure what it's made out of, but the effect is starting to come together so perfectly. It feels very organic and very in the side of the mountain, we've just carved a hole into the side of the mountain.
I thought maybe it was the architect had just gone a little bit over the top with what he thought he could achieve, but they've actually done a really good job so far. I'm really impressed. It looks like real rock, but it's been made of layers and layers and layers of concrete or cement, and that kind of shaped it, and then they've added cracks to make it look like it's actually natural, but that's completely man-made, which is kind of insane.
So we're pretty far along now. We keep getting these updates sent to us via WhatsApp and all that, and they're starting to tile the bathrooms, which is just getting me so excited because this is the home stretch. The whole structure is there. For a long time, it literally just looked like a bunch of, sticks propped up together.
Yeah, they don't use scaffolding, they use bamboo, which is always a little bit daunting. When you see the photos, it's hang on a minute. No scaffolding?
Cool.
Okay.
But now it's it's this beautiful solid concrete structure, and they're literally tiling. They're doing the back walls of the bedrooms, they're tiling the bathrooms, they're making all of the effects now, which is just so exciting to see. This is what it's going to look like. Now you guys can visualize it, right? So this is the 2-bedroom villa. You can see the cave pool with the little day bed that Kane was talking about in the middle of the pool under the shady bit. And then on the left of it is a little seating area with couches with a fire pit.
Yep.
And then if you look through on the bottom level, you've got a beautiful kitchen. It's kind of dark wood, very organic and natural and Mediterranean feeling. And then to the right of that, you've got the couch that looks out over the view.
Yeah, and then you can see upstairs, very Apple-esque design with the round corners, and we've got some really huge round curved glass up there.
So this is the master bathroom. You can see on the right hand side there is the bedroom, and that bed is floating sort of in the middle of the room with a wardrobe space behind it. And there is this incredible sink there. Again, very organic. It looks like a slab that's been sort of broken. This is the bath from the master bedroom. So you can see this is kind of the view from the shower, and that bath is just built right into the curved glass overlooking the view and the sea. So I feel that is going to be the most blissful evening ever. It's just get a little glass of wine, put on some music, sit in that bath.
That's going to be Instagrammable.
Yeah, that's going to be
Next time you see Pia in a bath, it's going to be in this bath. This is another angle of the same bedroom. So this is again the master bedroom. This time it's from behind the bed, so you can see you can actually walk all the way around the bed, which I think is quite nice.
And see the style, how it's travertine. You've got that through line of that kind of organic cave style wall there, and then you've got the juxtaposition with that dark mahogany style wood. I'm not sure, is that walnut?
I think it's walnut, yeah.
It's walnut, yeah. So it's very chic, very cool design, and I think it's just going to feel incredible to sleep in.
So this is the view from the pool, so you can see a better angle there of how you can get straight out of the pool and go straight into the front room. The pocket doors there have slid right back into the building, so if you want that full indoor-outdoor living, you can do that, or if you want, you can just close it right up and have just a glass separator between the pool and the front room. Okay, this is the indoor view from behind the kitchen plinth. So you've got the kitchen over to the right, then this eating dining table which just comes out. Again, this is all concrete. This is all made in slabs of concrete. It's not much moves in here, which I think is quite cool.
Yeah. Most of the furniture is like built in.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. And over on the left-hand side, you can see the projector screen. That's where it's going to pull down from. And behind the couch that's kind of inset into the floor there is going to be the projector in that bookshelf.
It's kind of like, have you ever seen like when they do like an outdoor pool movie night, like a little cinema? It's kind of like that, except you can just do that every night. You can have the doors open, pull that screen down, and you can just sit there with like the nice evening breeze watching a movie.
So this is the kitchen dining area from basically the pool, if you were looking in. So you've got a nice prep area over on the left, and then once you've made your meal, you can just bring it straight down and eat it at that dining table there, which is great.
And then behind the kitchen area there, you've got the stairs.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you can see that, but the stairs are behind to go upstairs to the master bedroom. Our couch is actually going to be a different color to that. This was an earlier rendering, and we've made some changes to the interior since this happened, but you get the overall design. So it's like a little bit sunken down from the living room. You walk down the stairs, and then you've got this lovely little relaxing area, and that overlooks the pool.
So this is the second bathroom for the bedroom downstairs. You've got a bath shower with like a rainfall shower, and then a nice skylight as well. So even though it's kind of tucked away, it's going to be nicely lit.
So this is the second bedroom. It's downstairs, and it's really cool because it's got direct access to outside. So it's kind of right next to that fire pit area. And like I said, it's just like this private little guest room. Well, not even little guest room, but it's very beautiful. It's got its own space and own ensuite.
So that is the villa. That's where it's at right now. The plan was originally to have a place in Dubai first. As you know, we did a load of house hunting at the beginning of the year, which didn't find somewhere in time, so we went with this option.
Well, we've got a rental now in Dubai instead, but we're
still house hunting, like for the proper house.
Yes. Also, I just love the vibe in Uluwatu.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of got that health and wellness vibe, not as much as like Ubud, like spiritual yoga and everything, but I feel like I'm one of my healthiest selves there. Like, I love going to the gyms, I love going to the Pilates studios. The restaurants there are super high quality, and some of the beach clubs there are like the best beach clubs in Bali.
About a week or two before the place is complete, we'll probably fly over to Bali and do our kind of quality control, and then the builders go through and they tidy all that up, and then we can move in.
Perfect.
March-ish.
Very exciting times, guys.
All right, we'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.